Whose side are you on in this little spat?
Well, I got to take a side, though.
You got to take a side.
Well, the dude just got back. How many games has he been back, Skip? 6?
That's a little more.
Maybe 9? 9 games?
I've lost track.
I think it's 9.
They have, well, I think it's 12 because they've gone 8-4 since he came back.
He just got back.
And they've won 5 straight.
And he just got back. They won 5 straight. Things have turned around for him. What has he done? Like, you trying to provoke him now into being something like he was prior to the suspension? Like, come on. I mean, I watched the other night. They were, battling and chopping and smacking their lips. He didn't do anything near close to what he did before he got suspended. Nothing even close to that.
Right.
So I'm with Draymond on this one.
Right.
Like, dude, just keep my name out your mouth and let me finish playing basketball. That's the way I look at it.
Right. And he sounds like a little soft kid. Like, you sound like a kid. I'm not. I take back what I said about you. I take back that you deserve to be. You think he give a dang what you thinking? What you taking back? Like what you're saying is, oh, you're acting like he's coming off a rehab. Like he beat somebody up off the field and went to jail. Or this is the NBA. He got suspended. He did his time. He walking back on the court. He didn't hit you again. He didn't elbow you. He didn't do anything dirty. He beat you, talked mess to you, called you too small, and then caught you soft off the court. If you can't handle that, then maybe the NBA isn't for you, kid. Because I saw in these clips, I saw Clay slap the ball out your hand. You didn't say nothing about Clay because none of them have respect for you. So you may need to understand that you're considered a softy in this league,
He is.
And everybody's
that's fair.
at your neck.
That's accurate.
You're too tall to be getting called small. You're too tall to be getting called too small. He slapped the ground, and you didn't respond. Don't respond after the game. Don't wait until after the game and say, oh, I take back all this. He right there. He was right in your face. He backed you down, put you in the rim multiple times. He defended you. You let Steph Curry defend you in the post. And so when you come after the game and you say all this, it falls on deaf ears when you're really not backing up any of it. He's going to come back and hit somebody else. What? What are we talking about? He hit you for 15 points, I guess. You know what I mean? I think he had nine rebounds, 7 assists. You get to play the game against him, Nurkic. Like, you get to prove your point on the court. He didn't go talk behind your back. He didn't go, hey, I'm going to do all this. He went in your face and said, I'm in your head. Did all this to you. And then after the game, you're like, I take back the nice things I said about him. Guess what? He doesn't care. I'm with Draymond.
Well, maybe maybe Nurkic felt like he shouldn't communicate with him at all or something. I don't know. It wasn't anything egregious that I saw that would give any credence to Nurkic being able to say, I take back. What did he do wrong? He did nothing wrong.
All right. To Draymond's point, I'm going to give Draymond huge credit because they have gone 8-4 over the last 12 and won 5 straight. And he has said publicly that he's the inspiration. He's the rocket fuel. I'm sort of paraphrasing, but he is. He is the quarterback. The offense looks different when he is orchestrate. He actually orchestrates the offense. He's the one who sets all the right picks for Steph and Clay. Clay's starting to bounce back from his slump a little bit. They're starting to look Golden State-ish now because of him and what he brings. But I believe Nurkic is looking at just the overall demeanor and behavior of Draymond, and he doesn't look any different to me at all. I don't think his suspension or whatever it was, I don't think it changed anything in his DNA or his nature, or that he went to counseling and he changed. He hasn't changed a bit, because it was the 4th game back was the Saturday night game, and I think you watched at least part of it. It was the double overtime game at Golden State with the Lakers, and it was probably the best game I watched all year. It was a shootout. It didn't go like 146, 145. It was as great a spectator game as I've watched. But at the very end, Draymond needed to intentionally foul Anthony Davis. And I don't know if you saw this play at the end of regulation, but he just smashed him in the face. And this was that's like, and again,
but that's not intentional.
But
He's
that's
going for the
crazy.
ball.
That's crazy, Draymond. You don't have to smash him in the face when you're going to intentionally foul.
He's 9 feet tall.
Okay.
I'm 6'8", he's 7'9" or whatever.
Holding the ball
and he's
up.
holding the ball up, Skip.
Okay.
So I'm going to swipe at it. On top of
Should've been a
that,
flagrant.
But on top of that,
that's
they're
typical.
boys.
Okay, they are, and that's why nothing happened. There was no retaliation because they like Draymond.
They're boys.
Most of the league loves Draymond, so he does get away with. And then I think Nurkic was talking about Draymond just like lost it at the end of the game the other night when they're playing Phoenix at home because he defended Kevin Durant on the last play. And then he just went crazy, screaming at him. I don't know, you're just kind of out of his mind. You've been there a few times.
100%.
Right?
But that's not crazy.
He just went crazy.
He talking to his teammates and he fired up.
Yeah.
And he letting them know, you're not getting ready to bunny me.
In my house.
Yeah, I got you. I'm on you.
So what I'm hearing here, Skip, is
Yeah.
the difference between players that are passionate and great versus players like Nurkic. Like
I cannot argue with that
and
one.
what I'm trying to get Nurkic to understand is some players care. Some players show emotion. They show passion. Maybe you're not that guy. That doesn't mean you're not a great player. But when I see
He's not a great player.
when I see
He's just not.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, come
when
on.
I see a guy bully you on the basketball court straight up, and then your only thing is, I don't think he's changed. I don't think what you want him to be, soft like you? He's never going to be like you. He's never going to be quiet.
By the way, Nurkic is a full 7 feet tall, and it looks like he weighs like 270 or 280.
If I was 280,
Yeah.
287 feet tall, they had to put me on layaway.
Come on now.
I'd be so expensive.
Would have played 15 years in the National Basketball
Oh,
Association.
man, looking for the dunk on dudes.
You're right, easy. Like, if I'm not dunking on you, then I'm still scoring 27, 20 rebounds. Like, but when we're saying this, and all you can say is, well, he should have learned more in counseling. Well, what is he doing that's not? He's being an aggressive basketball player.
Well, he should have learned more in counseling.
What to do what?
Not be aggressive.
Be like Nurkic. Just be soft. Let people bully you on the basketball court, Draymond. Don't allow them to get you hyped. Don't play great defense on Kevin Durant when you're at home.
I think Nurkic felt, though, that the NBA and counseling and the Warriors organization was going to get Draymond to change his intensity
That is
and the
correct.
style in which he played.
And that it didn't just boil over into cheap shots,
Yeah,
right?
that's what he thought.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he's not cheap shotting anybody. Right.
I still think that's a cheap shot on Anthony Davis. That's just me. But go ahead. Go
How,
ahead.
Skip?
He just slaps it. You don't have to do that. They needed to foul intentionally.
So let me ask you this question.
Just whacks him across the face.
If I'm trying to get the ball, and in the time that I'm trying to get the ball, I foul you, but I'm aggressively trying to get the ball. I can do either.
I watched
because
this
if I
league.
don't foul you and I happen to slap and the ball pops out and I don't foul you and we get the ball, then the first thing we saying is, wow, he was up in him.
By definition, I watch this stuff all night long, every night. This is so flagrant. If you wind up and hit anywhere up above the neck, it is a flagrant foul, and they did not call it.
Skip, you know how strong Anthony Davis is, even though he looks like a pencil to us?
Yeah, no, he's...
The dude is strong as hell. His hands is so big that they wrap around the basketball. You have to swipe hard when you got strength like that.
Okay, but he's just trying to foul him. He's not trying to knock the ball.
No, he was trying to get the ball at first,
Okay.
and it happens to be a foul.
But they needed to foul.
What I
Go
would
ahead.
say is the game happens really fast. This is why I don't like slow motion as much. Because he's holding the ball, Draymond seeing the ball, saying, oh, man, if I could just slap it out real quick. And as he moves the ball real quick, he hits him in the face. Look, I'm not going to defend Draymond's every action. There's times he's kicking people, and he's dead wrong.
He has been a cheap shot artist over his
Has
career.
he done things in the past to question his behavior? Yes, that's not one of them.
And Nurkic,
it is.
To this
Come
point
on.
with Nurkic, we're sitting here listening to a dude. He bullied you. He punked you.
did.
And you seemed like, hey, I got punked.
You got it.
And I wish the NBA would have stopped him from punking me. Well, I'm sorry, Nurkic. They're going to stop him from hitting you in the face and punching you and things of that nature. They're not going to stop him from bullying you,
Look,
brother.
Steve Kerr said when Draymond first left on his suspension, the concern is that we'll lose the Draymond in Draymond. You don't want to lose the Draymond in Draymond.
He doesn't know.
They didn't.
As I once said, I don't want Dre without the Mond.
Yes.
No, I'm not looking for Dre.
That is correct.
I need Draymond.
I got it.
Need the pool.
All right. All right, up next, Brandon Ayuk.
Uh-oh.
Well, what is this about? Does he want out of San Francisco? It sounds like it.
Uh-oh.
You don't want something else?
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.